Okay, now it's time for drunk advice, which is the best kind of advice, right? Because you have no inhibitions and you can just say how you feel and help people be better in life. And we think we're four pretty smart people. We may be drunk, but we're still smart, right?
Yep.
For the most part.
We're going to share our requests for drunk advice now.
So here's the thing. This should be called drunk advice while trying to read drunk. So here we go.
So, FYI, Candace is not Floyd Mayweather. She can read.
Absolutely.
If the alcohol made her do it.
Mm-hmm. And this boy is not that bright, but anyhow. Dear drunk, my girlfriend and I are both 24. We've been together for 4 years, and I really love the shit out of her. I'm ready to propose to her and spend the rest of my life with her. That 112 song, Let's Get Married. That what? Anyhow, that 112 song, Let's Get Married, keeps playing in my head. So I know it must be time for us to jump the vacuum. Parentheses, bosses don't use brooms. Parentheses, bosses don't use brooms. Parentheses. But one of our first dates was to the mall, because of course it was. And I've seen the type of engagement ring she wants. And I do add right here, all caps, I can't afford that shit.
He spelled that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What do I do? Do I keep working, keep saving, and wait it out? Or do I buy her a ring within my budget and deal with the fallout because there, in caps, will be fallout when it comes? Thanks. A lost boss. Please let me start. Oh, Lord Jesus, please.
Candace, go for it. Go for it.
Look, little boy. Look, little boy. Look. First of all, first and foremost, you are 24 years old. You don't have no business marrying nobody until you learn that 112 did not sing that goddamn song. It was Jagged Edge. I will kick your ass if you say that dumb shit again. I am tired of you 20-year-old fools telling me who sang what song in the early 2000s. I was there. I lived. That's not here or there. But you said you were a boss. You signed this letter. Thanks. A lost boss.
No, he said he was
a lost boss. A boss ain't never lost, first of all. And a boss can afford a goddamn engagement ring. I'm too tired. I gotta go. I'm tired now. He done pissed me off this day. When you sent that goddamn letter to me, I was mad when I saw it, and I'm mad now. I've been mad all day. Sorry.
For people who lived through the 2000s.
I'm just angry.
That first decade of 2000s.
I was in my 20s when that song came out. He can kiss my ass.
112 and Jagged Edge have nothing alike. So,
Nothing.
boss, you definitely are lost.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
That's the one real part of that letter. That brother
That
is
is
lost.
the only part of that letter.
So,
First of all, little boy, oh, Lord.
You know what's interesting to me, now that I think about this, he talking about bosses don't use brooms. Like, he doesn't even know a world where hardwood floors exist. Like, what kind of boss doesn't know that linoleum, first of all, let's start there, right? Linoleum is a thing. But furthermore,
I can't see.
No one is ever going to ask us for advice. You realize that, right?
We're giving you advice. The bottom line is, look, ain't nobody got no business marrying nobody who won't take the engagement ring that you hand they punk asses. If somebody loves you, they will take what you give until times get better. This little boy is lost. He is confused. cute. This
what?
girl don't want him. This girl don't love him.
What kind of?
Chase his baby
I'm
crying.
sorry. That's my son in the background.
That letter upset baby tissues.
You better tell Lost Boss that he gonna have a baby crying in his background soon if he marry that girl.
This is the life, Lost Boss. This is your life. And
So, Jimmy, you are our male perspective of this. What would you say to a 24-year-old guy? And you're the only married person on with us. What would you say to a 24-year-old who was worried about the love of his life not the ring he could afford was good enough?
the love of his short ass, punk ass life. Huh?
He don't even know nothing.
So this is what I would say. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. You talking about y'all both 24 and y'all been together for 4 years. That means that they both been smelling Similac on each other's breath for the first 3 years that they've been together, right? And he talking about he can't afford the ring. What kind of life is he finna give this young woman? He can't afford the ring. He can't give her hardwood floors because he don't know nothing about that. Probably can't buy a good vacuum.
You ain't getting no Bissell.
And
No Kirby.
And we're not even gonna talk about a Dyson ball. No, we not even. We're not gonna talk about that. And if he don't know that a fucked up vacuum can ruin a marriage like anything else, he don't need to be doing this.
If that ain't the truth.
See?
So, okay, all right, I'm done. That's all I got.
So, now Mrs. Moody says, anyone that doesn't know the difference between 1/12 and jagged edge isn't old enough to be married.
Thank you. Who said it? I'm gonna follow him on Twitter because it's a smart
That
man.
was Shanti at now Mrs. Moody.
That person, I'm gonna follow them right now.
Boom.
That
Shanti just gotta follow. Lil Brown D says, I'm still back there on jump the vacuum because bosses don't jump brooms. Like, wait. She says, like, jump to the front of the government cheese line, boy.
Don't let that boy mess you up, young woman, person. Don't let that boy mess you up.
I am weak.
I feel so sorry for this woman.
I have a little bit of advice for the young woman though. As someone who's 33 and single, I will just say this. It is hard enough to find someone who you like long enough to even consider marrying because I'm going to be honest, after about 10 days, I'm like, I don't like you no more.
There you go.
So I don't like myself a lot of days, so hell no.
So I'd be damned if I'm going to turn you down because I don't like the ring that you bought me if I like you. We just have to come up with a plan. I actually know someone, I won't say how I know them, but their fiance didn't like the first ring they got, turned it into a pendant, and bought another ring.
Amen.
That's a conversation that mature couples are able to have with each other. Yes, no, maybe?
Wait. She took her engagement ring and turned it into a pendant?
On her necklace.
Because it was small enough to be a pendant.
Was this like 5 years later, or was this something like, oh, look at this little, I'm just going to put it around my neck? Like,
it was before they got married.
And I don't know, and my ass would have turned into a chariot, a carriage, like the pumpkin in the story, and I would have rolled out that some bitch.
There's no turning down your ring, huh, Jimmy?
You listen. You turn my love down. That's it.
That's it.
That's